And are you Mr. Huff? Counsel, have you received all the discovery and did you review it with your client? Counsel, have you received all the discovery and did you review it with your client?
We have, Your Honor.
Showing you what's entitled court admonishments and defendants waivers and affidavit of admonitions. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places? Did you understand you're being charged with the offense of burglary of a habitation with intent to commit assault? That's a second-degree felony. The range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand that the court would grant your application for deferred adjudication if for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked? Court could find you guilty and sentence you up to 20 years in prison?
Yes.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
He has, Your Honor.
Showing you the plea bargain page. Did you review that page with your attorney? Did you understand it? All right, you're going to have to start speaking up. Your voice is trailing off.
Sorry. Yes, Your Honor.
According to the plea, state recommends deferred adjudication. They're taking consideration JN 2108501. And there's to be no contact with Jonathan Escobar and Ashley Barron, BARRON. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense,
Yes,
is that the plea?
It is, Your Honor.
State, is that the plea?
Yes.
Outside the agreement, the state is recommending that your deferred adjudication be for a term of 6 years. There be a TAP evaluation following those recommendations and anger management. Did you understand those are recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, Your Honor.
Then to the offenses charged, count 1, paragraph A, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
State any evidence?
Number 6, Exhibit 1. No objection.
We'll find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. Court will defer finding of guilt as you've applied for deferred adjudication. Mr. Huff, you seem sort of hesitant. Is this an agreement that you wish to go with? Are you entering this plea freely and voluntarily? Do you want to enter this plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you're sure?
Yeah.
And you wish to proceed with this case and solve this case in a plea agreement?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Are you?
If it satisfies the court, I've asked Mr. Huff that several times and we've discussed everything to be sure that this is what he wants to do, because I too had the same concerns about his hesitance, but I do believe that this is his desire.
All right. Are you employed?
Yes.
What do you do?
I'm a line cook. All right, cook.
Where do you cook at?
La Fonda on Main Street.
All right. Do you have any children?
No.
All right. Do you live with anyone else?
No, just currently staying with my mother or my sister.
Okay. All right. And if you're drug tested today, what are the results going to be?
Alcohol.
All right. You can't drink alcohol while you're on probation. It's not allowed. You understand? And alcohol is what got you here today.
It is.
So you're going to have to stop drinking.
Yes, yes.
All right. The court is going to send, everyone needs to whisper. Court is going to sentence you to 4 years deferred adjudication, taking consideration JN number 210851. There's to be no contact with Jonathan Escobar and Ashley Barron. There's to be anger management classes. We're going to do supportive outpatient treatment with him. And we'll do the 90 meetings in 90 days. Proof of employment within 30 days. No employment as a home health care provider or with minors. Regular UAs, make sure there's testing for alcohol. Regular reporting by Zoom or in person. Field visit one time for 1 month, and if everything is okay, that can be discontinued. And that probation, is there anything else he needs?
No, Your Honor. In order for him to do the supportive outreach, we will need a TAP.
All right, we'll do a TAP evaluation, and of course, we regardless of what TEF says, we're going to start with supportive outpatient treatment. So if it asks for inpatient treatment, that's where we'll begin. Is there anything else you need from the court to be successful?
I just hope the only thing is I can curb my alcoholism. I think I'll be on my way to being a better person.
Okay. All right. You're going to have to stay vigilant. And it's probably best for you. I know your mom loves you. I know your sister loves you. Tell them don't have you around any alcohol, okay? And Vashawn, can you add that he is not to work at any location where alcohol is the main source of revenue? So that means that you can't work at bars, ice houses, or anything of that nature. Where you're currently working, that's fine. Or if you work at a restaurant, that's fine. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, we can go off the record. I understand that when people are in relationships and they go bad, and maybe it's a bad breakup, and maybe you think that person was dishonest with you, and then you show up unexpected like you did here, and you see another guy on the scene, and you think in the back of your mind, well, maybe that person was cheating on me all along. Here's the thing. How old are you?
28.
And how long have you been in a relationship with this person?
5, 6 years.
So you've been on the planet longer than you've been in a relationship with that person. When you feel as though someone may be cheating on you, or if you feel that someone is not treating you right, you have two choices. First choice, I'm going to accept it. I'm going to let them treat me this way. Second choice, I'm done. Cut them loose. Call it a day. And if you're in a healthy place in your life, you know what your choice should always be? I deserve better than this. I'm done. Goodbye. Good luck to you. Now, your attorney is telling me that this person is contacting you. So maybe this person has decided, I want you back. You need to remember that that is not a healthy relationship for you. And you also need to remember that I've just told you, you can't have contact with that person. You understand? So if you need to change your number, then change your number.
Sure.
All right. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Oh, there you go.
I'll wait to the front.
All right. Court is calling 2023 CR 3681, State of Texas versus Damian Huff. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state? Defense.
Jay Moritz, Your Honor, for Mr. Huff.
And are you Mr. Huff?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Huff, did you review the document entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
Are you the same Damian Xerxes Huff who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2023 CR 3681 for the offense of burglary of a habitation with intent to commit assault on July 26, 2023 for a period of 4 years? Is that you?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, state.
Your Honor, the state is going to be going to have a.
Well, what motions are you proceeding on?
We're going to be proceeding on violation of condition number 19.
All right, if you would read that violation, please.
Yes, on or about the 10th day of June, 2024, Bexar County, Texas, the defendant, Damian Xerxes Huff, is then and there failed to attend alcohol and drug evaluation. The approved agency, TAP, BCC, SCD, in violation of condition number 19.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True.
And the other allegations?
But we won't be waiving all the review.
Any objections to the state's waivers?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Huff, did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 19, the court could find it true, grant the motion, sentence you to 20 years in the prison and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, Your Honor.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition 19?
Yes.
Court will find violation of condition 19 true. Is there a proposed agreement? And what is the proposed agreement?
Honor, with all of work conditions from probation and dependent on probation, with all the conditions remain in full effect, and then also have a TAP evaluation while the defendant's in custody.
And defense, are you in agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
Probation, is this your agreement?
Yes, sir.
All right, you want to raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
All right, you can lower your hand. State your name for the record.
Damian Xerxes Huff.
All right, so why did you miss your TAP evaluation?
Just stuff was happening in my personal life, and I just really wasn't ready, I guess, or I couldn't attend to it, so I just slipped further into my substance abuse, I guess.
I'm sorry, what?
I just slipped further into like depression and not continuing forth with what I was supposed to do.
All right, so let me explain something to you. You have to make time for probation. If you don't make time for probation, then the next question is, do you have time to make time for prison life? Because on this case, and I'm trying to stress to you, on this case, you're looking at 20 years in prison. And a lot of people will come to me and say it's just marijuana. But in Texas, marijuana is not legal. And in Texas, you're not allowed to use marijuana unless you have a medical prescription for marijuana and it's approved by probation. You understand?
Yes.
So anytime you're thinking about not doing your conditions of probation because you don't have time and other things are happening in your life, just think about the fact that you will make time for 20 years in prison potentially. Do you understand?
Yes. Yes.
All right. So what has been going on in your life? You said other issues?
Yeah, just personal, like with my mother and stuff, like at home.
All right. What's going on at home?
They're just foreclosing on the house and everything, so that's kind of what's up in the air, like where to stay and everything.
All right. So how old are you?
29 years old.
All right. So you're going to have to find a place.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. And that's I've had that like like I've been on my own since about 17, and just happened when I was like 27. So I moved back to my mom's and to see this through. And then yeah, they just came to foreclose on the house for 30 grand. So that kind of just put me in an odd spot when facing homelessness and other things like that.
All right. Well, I will tell you, usually in situations like that, they want somebody to pick up the phone and talk to them because sometimes it's not a buyer's market. And maybe you could talk to them and see
Yeah.
what can be worked out. Maybe something can be worked out, maybe not. But the key is not avoiding.
Yeah, definitely.
And that's what probation is about, not avoiding. Just pick up the phone and call probation. You could have called them and said, hey, I know I have a TAP evaluation schedule, but I'm having issues with my living situation at the moment. Foreclosure is happening. Can I reschedule it? And I am telling you, I believe they would have said you can reschedule.
Yes.
All right. The court will follow your agreement, deny the motion, alter and amend conditions to include TAP evaluation in custody. And follow all TAP recommendations. And probation, is there anything else that he would need? All right, we'll do a referral to felony drug court, and that will be in custody. Because it's Tuesday, felony drug court will probably be able to see you this week, and you need to be honest with them, okay? And is there anything else that you need from the court to help you be successful on this probation? Like any mental health issues, any other issues you may have?
No, I pretty much understand.
All right. And probation, if for some reason foreclosures happen and they're evicted, see if you can do a referral for him with that organization, Building Better Communities. And that's an organization that can help you at least find affordable housing, okay? All right, if there's nothing else, all right, good luck. We can go off the record. If something comes up and you need something, let probation know. If you feel as though they're not addressing it, you can always come back to the court. You understand?
Yes.
All right, good luck to you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.